Hello everybody, Auvbri here. Welcome back to another speed build here in The Sims 4. Today we are building the micro eco house. That's a mouthful to say. So I haven't actually built that many micro houses. I've built a lot of tiny houses, but I haven't built a lot of micro houses. And then I actually came to think about everything, and then I was like, you know what? I haven't actually built any 100% environmental eco-friendly builds where you actually try and preserve the environment. So that's what I try to do with this build, and kind of I also put in some lot requirements and stuff like that. So I tried to build a very eco-friendly build here. So we had composting because that is required, and I tried to use materials for the build that were eco-friendly, where your green footprint was actually good and not so much industrial footprints and stuff like that. So I really tried to build a build that was very good for the environment. So this is what it turned out to be. It's a micro house, and I built it in Hanford and Beckley, but I think it turned out really cool. Because it is a micro house, I didn't have any more tiles to build on, but I wanted to have a greenhouse. So I actually went in with these roofing pieces, positioned them against the sun, and put in a piece of this door glass thing that comes with the eco lifestyle expansion, and use that instead. So it's functional when I tested it out, and I did a lot of testing on this build because it is a micro house. You have to kind of cheat some of the systems to actually get everything to work. I also looked after toilets that was actually environmentally more friendly. It would work off the grid. So if you have this expansion installed, you actually have to watch your eco footprint. So every single thing that you do use that has like electronics will cost you money, and will negatively impact the environment. So it's all about trying to find stuff that will actually contribute to the environment instead of harming it. But some of the items, like for example the toilets and some of the kitchen utensils, I mean, they do it, but you can find some of them that are less. But I didn't like any of those, so that's actually in the kitchen. That's the only thing I skimmed on because I did not like any of the stuff, and it didn't actually fit in with the whole vibe of the build that I was trying to go for. So I actually made a decision to put in a fridge that I thought looked good, had somewhat less green footprint than some of the other, but not the lowest. And then I put in a real cooker, like stovetop and oven, and a real sink. Also just because in the bathroom, if we can call it that, there's a shower and a toilet in there. That's it. There's no light in there. I actually put minimal lighting inside of this build. The reason for that is it all comes down to the footprint. So the more lights that you have, the more electricity it costs, and the more it impacts the environment. So I actually decided to put in a lot more of this, these big windows, and let a lot more natural light actually come in. And then I thought, you know what, okay, so this is probably a build for only 2 sim, so we can have, a dining room over in the corner there. It was all about maximizing space, also why we have a ladder. I don't think I've used a ladder in a build before, actually. So that was kind of unexpected. I actually quite like it. And then the bedroom is upstairs. I looked at a lot of micro builds and tiny houses for this particular build because I wanted to see what do they kind of do to maximize space. And I know it's different in The Sims 4 because this is based on like a grid and your sim has to be able to move around, but it was still nice to actually see what they kind of do to maximize the most space that they can get in here. And then I also found a window for the bathroom, so you can kind of get some natural light in there, because there's no light in the bathroom. You can put one in, I decided not to. But what I actually found is that a lot of these tiny houses actually place the beds on top. So normally in tiny houses the bedroom would be on the top floor, but kind of like have a lower ceiling, so you have to crawl around up there. That way you can have higher and more space underneath the bed to actually have like a room or a bathroom, kitchen, whatever it might be. But we can't do that in a Sims, but I made it work. I think it looks very nice in the end. And then I actually went outside. Now this is where the build actually takes a turn, because it was actually very difficult to build outside here. The thing is that if you want to put in plants, you have to have your sim get in there and plant the plants, nurture them, and then have them pop up and then upload it to the gallery. And that just takes a lot of time. So I put in the initial groundwork for you to actually do that. So we have these eco planter boxes here in the 2 greenhouse areas. And I made a fake garden area as well, where you can start your own garden. So we made this kind of like a little enclosed in hedges garden area, which I think is going to be perfect for something like that. I also wanted to decorate the build somewhat a bit more with some greenery and some items that I haven't really used before too much. But this is actually, and I don't think I've said this in a long time, but this is one of my favorite packs for building. I really do love a lot of the items and stuff that came with this pack. And then I filtered out the pack itself, tried to figure out the different items and what they did. So we have a composter in the back of the build there. We have like this little greenery station where you can do something with plants, and we have solar panels all around. We have these eco footprint water gathering items that I also put some in, and then I just tried to fill up the space with stuff that I knew would work. So we have the bug stations, and then I started to just decorate with plants and stuff like that, and I think it turned out really good in the end. It's a cute lot. It's definitely a lot where you can expand if you want to, but again, right now it is a micro lot, so you get all of the benefits of having a micro house on this lot, which the benefits are the best. So if you can make it work here, that's good. You can always just upgrade to a bigger tiny house before it comes to small house. So yeah. And here we have the build, guys, in Hannaford on Bagley. I don't know why, I just thought this wall would fit in the best with the build. Again, it's a very small build. I think it just turned out really cute. It's definitely a vibe, and it's not everybody who's gonna wanna build with this or play with this, but I actually personally think that Holly is ready to get on a new adventure and actually kind of try and do something like this where she lives off the grid in a let's play. So that's something that I've actually been thinking about. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see that LP let's play with Holly. Holly is a returning character in a lot of LPs here on my channel, so if you would like to see Holly return in a let's play where we actually do something like this where she lives off the grid, that could be really funny. And of course we're gonna get rid of her money because, you know, she has a lot of money right now. Go watch the LPs on the channel. She has been through a lot, Holly, but she's actually rich and famous now. But let me know in the comment section down below if that is something that you would like to see. Also, you can find the build right now on the gallery. It is up with everything else that I've done ever here on the channel, so go check that out. It's just the gallery ID is Auvbri, just like the channel name here. Should be able to find every single thing that I've done in The Sims 4 building wise, and there is a lot. But that being said, let me know in the comment section down below what you actually think about this build. Do you think it's a cool idea having this micro off the grid eco-friendly build, let me know. And as we take a look at the floor plan, which is very simple, we have everything in one room basically. We're gonna go out here, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this build and you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned on the channel, leave the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and otherwise there's nothing else for me to say other than have a truly fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hot diggity dog, that is a small build. I had so much fun doing these micro herms. I don't know why. There's just something about it that is appealing to me. Not that I would ever live micro, I can't. I have too much clothes.